The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First down, Flacco. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10, Flacco once more. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A first down pickup there, Flacco to Crabtree.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 33 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He finds some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Right back to him on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To Mixon on the check down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this 1st quarter. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed, and their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. Has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, you could go get it. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere.
John Brown, the 30, and all the way down to the 26. A big hook up there. Flacco to the speedster Brown, 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
On 1st and goal, Collins. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery taking it in. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
On the return, it's Alex Erickson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First and 10 here for Flacco. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flacco from the gun. And got his man complete.
Man, I can't believe
he's going to get this
shit.
all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here on first down, Flacco. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback from 17 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Over here. Yes.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here you go, 368. Go. We're good. Here you go, move.
Throwing again. Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Passing, it's Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, In fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh,
and that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. From midfield here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. To the left side here for Eifert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That one goes for 24 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that list.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time run right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
Man,
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense.
No, I really don't want to get
so
breakfast today.
They are
but
clicking right now. That's good for 21
I don't know.
yards.
I got sick yesterday. I was a little sick.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to.
Okay, bro.
They didn't allow anything to leak.
Are you going to go get breakfast? Go get breakfast.
The offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They pitch it out to Collins. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it? And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bengals getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.